How's it going? My name is Wes. I'm going to talk to you today about the Limeade Blast external battery charger for mobile devices. It's a Kickstarter project that was, about a month ago, and it went really far over its goal. The goal of the Kickstarter project was to make a external battery charger that would be with higher capacity than the current external battery chargers that are out there, and they pretty much succeeded here with the Limeade Blast. Comes in 13,000, 15,000, and 18,000, and if you compare that to the size of batteries on phones, anywhere between 2 and 2,500, these things are huge. First thing I noticed about it, so that's a nice size, it's a nice weight. The rounded edges make it easy to hold, comfortable to hold. Top has the USB ports quite prominently displayed here. You got your 2, your 1 amp, the LED light, and the input to charge the actual device. I was one of the ones that got the wet shipment, but the wet box didn't do anything to it except for put wet cardboard all over the outside of this thing. But even though I didn't have instructions, I mean, it's a external battery charger. It took me 10 minutes to figure out, if that. But it's got a little button on the side. Push it. LED lights light up. This is at 50%. I did charge it up to 100%, and I've been running it through its paces, charging my phone repeatedly once my phone gets down to low battery. And I had to work to run my battery out, so I've been playing a lot of games, taking a lot of video, surfing a lot of internet, so I'm trying to run my battery down. And so far I've been able to charge my battery about 4 times from 100%, and since I'm down to 50% now, it's 4 times per bar essentially. I'm sorry, 2 times per bar, and so that means you got about 8 charges in it. So if you're using your device like a normal person for business and not just for games and video, you've got roughly 8 days worth of power or more, depending on how frugally you charge devices. But at least 8 days of power, and I use a Samsung Galaxy Nexus, so that's pretty good for me. I bought it mainly for going camping with my wife and my daughter, and because I'm in the National Guard, I'm frequently in the middle of nowhere. So once my battery's dead, my battery's dead. With 8 days worth of power, can't beat it. Can't beat it. So, I mean, pretty easy to use, pretty straightforward. The cable it came with is a 2-part micro USB and 30-pin Apple connector. Comes apart like that. The only issue I've had with it is, for some reason, the micro USB appears to come out of my Galaxy Nexus after normal usage or during normal usage. It doesn't happen with my other micro USB cables, but it's not a huge issue. I mean, it's an inconvenience when you look over in the passenger seat of your car and notice that your phone is now not charging because it's unplugged, but I mean, you could just as easily use any other USB cable. I mean, it's got USB things on the top. So it comes with the cable, it's USB ports. I know I mentioned a LED at the top. If you push the button twice, LED comes on. It has a flashlight. Push it twice, comes back off. The good thing about charging it is the cable that it comes with can be used to plug in normal USB at the top here, and then into a device so that it begins charging. Or if you really wanted to charge the device itself, the battery itself, you just reverse that cable, put the micro USB here in the thing, and hook it up to a computer power source. That's exactly what I did to charge mine to 100%, and computer power source works just fine. Left it overnight, charged up to 100%. That's pretty much straightforward. I love the weight, love the feel, nice curved edges. Got more than one USB port. Charging cable's reversible. If my 13,000 here is about 8 days worth of power on moderate usage, and I can only imagine that the 15 and the 18,000 can get you a lot more than that. But I only needed the 13,000, and this thing is working great. I plan on running it through all of its paces, running the battery down to nothing and recharging it just to see what happens. So, love it. It's awesome. No complaints. Company, they delivered with this thing. The Limeade Blast external battery. So if you ever get a chance, or if you want a affordable, nicely sized device, I'd recommend going ahead and purchasing a Limeade Blast. So thumbs up, and rock on.